morning and welcome to another episode of the Star Wars Minute. It's your daily show where, get this, we analyze, we scrutinize, and yes, we celebrate Solo, a Star Wars story, 1 minute at a time. I'm Alex Robinson from alexrobinson.fun.
I'm Pete the Retailer from PeteTheRetailer.com.
I'm Al Adam from Someone's Dreams. Someone's Dreams.
And I'm John from Adam's Dreams. I used to be on Alphabeatical.
Like Inception.
Yeah.
Huh.
Welcome back to the program, guys.
Minute 109. It's great to be here.
We are very excited to have you talk about Hot 109, Minute 109 of Solo, a Star Wars story. Starts off with Han Solo asking if Dryden wants him to open it.
Hey.
And it ends a minute later with
You want maybe I should open
Dryden, with Han holding Dryden, Han giving Dryden a tube of Coaxium brand hyperfuel.
it?
Sure. And then and something happens in between, right?
No, that's
about
it.
60 seconds worth of things.
There you go. Okay.
I was hoping he opened the crate and it was Warwick Davis inside.
Aw.
Say hello to my little friend. Well, I like that he's got, like, again, we don't know that he knows. We can tell, we're starting to tell that Dryden Voss knows
Yeah.
what's up, because he's like, yes, Han, I really do. Because remember he said, show me what you brought me. And he's like, are you sure? What is it? What is the
You want me to open it?
opening? You say, you want me
He
to
says,
open it?
oh, yes, Han.
Yes,
I
Han,
really do.
And he is sounding, like facetious and like, oh, well, obviously that's, overplaying. Well, not overplaying his hand unintentionally. He's being over the top.
Yeah. So it's just a
Different Stallone movie. All Muppets except,
Happy birthday, Polly.
again, Stallone.
Mm-hmm.
So you pictured him beating up Muppets before. Picture him arm wrestling Muppets. Come on, that would be awesome.
No. His son is the only Muppet in the movie.
Oh, this one's the only
Everything
Muppet?
the same.
Oh, no. It's got to be all
everything
Muppets.
the same.
Oh, okay.
No. You keep it all the same. His
All right.
son's the Muppet.
All right.
Son's the Muppet.
She's
so
the sheriff.
during
He's the Muppet.
when Han, when he says the line, "Oh yes, Han,"
He's
I
like,
really do.
I really want to see it.
He's like
Can't wait.
eating. He's eating some of the fish,
The clawfish, yeah.
get the clawfish caviar or whatever.
Mhm.
Whenever I see an actor eating on screen, I can't help but think of that. There's a bucket right out of camera range filled with chewed up.
Oh, no,
and,
Beckett. Beckett's out of camera range. He's
okay.
sorry. Tobias Bucket.
Never mind that.
Bias Beckett.
From Willy
Beer.
Wonka.
Yeah. Speaking of elevators.
Were you going to go into what's your favorite person eating scene?
What? I like the. Let me.
I would have to go meaning of life. I have to go Monty Python, the meaning of life for my favorite.
Sure, the restaurant.
Guy eating scene.
I was gonna. Yeah, that makes me want to say the pie contest from Stand By Me.
Oh, that's
But
right.
I don't know if that's my favorite.
I had a moment with my kids. I'm like, Monty Python, like, you got to see this. And I showed them that scene, and they were just like, this is disgusting. Why would you show us this? And I was like, it's funny. Never mind.
Maybe the imaginary dinner scene in Hook,
Mm.
like where they have to imagine their food.
The cold-hearted handsome devil. I've never seen Hook.
What?
Well, maybe I did.
heard-
Maybe I saw it once.
I imagined I saw it. That was enough.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Hook.
I don't think I've seen it.
Great movie.
I want to backtrack and give an honorary mention to any Miyazaki movie has great eating. So the food in his movies just always make me want to actually eat. The lard ass in the pie contest did not make me want to really eat. Kind of the opposite.
Temple of Doom.
Monkey brains. Sure.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Only if they're chilled.
Only chilled.
Mm-hmm.
But your comment about the bucket reminded me of Mel Blanc. Was that thing? Mel Blanc was like allergic to carrots.
That's right.
But
yeah.
so in order to do the Bugs Bunny voice, he had to have a bucket, and we'd always just take a bite of the carrot, chew it, spit it out immediately,
And vomit
take after
into the
take.
bucket.
He couldn't like take a bite of cauliflower, like something that sounded like a carrot.
No, everybody would
Yeah,
have
that's so
known.
weird because like he could be chewing anything. It's not like celery would have done the trick
Mm-mm.
or a cookie.
No.
No, come on.
Well, that's
Soft-baked
what
cookies.
always.
None of those things sound like a carrot. A carrot has
Well,
that
that's-
nice crisp.
It has
Yeah.
a pop.
See?
Well,
Yeah.
but it's weird because ever since I was a kid, it always bugged me that when Bugs Bunny would eat carrots, there was always like crumbs falling down.
Mm-hmm.
That's what made me think it was almost more like a cookie because carrots don't have crumbs.
Carrots don't crumble. You're right.
Yeah, exactly. So
No, they don't now. They used to. It's like,
back
how we had to change all the bananas.
Before
It's the same
GMO,
thing.
they used to crumble.
yeah, they're all
Yeah.
genetically modified now. That's
Yeah.
probably the difference. You're right.
You get a nice carrot that just melts in your mouth.
Mm.
Gelatinous
That
carrots.
It actually sounds good, like a carrot that crumbles like blue cheese. And that's
Right,
really
yeah.
nice,
They should do like a
Don't-
cake. made out of carrots.
Don't mention blue cheese.
They should. They should.
Mm.
There was somebody was just talking about that they still use kerosene as a weeding agent or pesticidal agent in farming carrots.
Ah,
Huh.
And so every once in a while,
that's what
like
that flavor was.
yeah,
Okay.
every once in a while, just like there'll be some kerosene still.
You have to
Carrot
try to
seed.
light your carrot on fire and see
Right. Come on, light your carrot on fire.
carrot top.
Don't light Carrot Top on fire. We did not recommend that. Do
No, he'll
not.
do that himself. He's
No.
got a prop joke for that.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
But I think with like, yes, Han, I really do. I think that's when Kira starts to, when I'm almost doing like, yes, Han, I really do. I'm almost trying to get into the Prince John, I'm inspired, the Ustinov. But the Kira, I think, starts to get wise that Beckett is wise around this time because I think she's
Yeah.
noticing like the way that
No,
he's acting.
she-
She's
She,
like,
she knows his
Not
extra
Beckett, Dryden
asshole
Voss.
behavior. Dryden
Dryden
Voss,
Voss.
yeah.
why do I keep saying Beckett?
Because
You
it sounds
confused
fun
all-
to say. It's fun to
All
say.
near humans look alike to you.
I know.
Come on.
Yeah, no, she knows that.
That's near-
look,
that's
I
near
wrote
racist.
it. I wrote it in my notes too. Kira knowing Beckett knows, but no, she doesn't. She knows that Dryden Voss knows.
She must know him like so well though. She's like,
Yeah.
oh, he's acting like that now.
Yeah.
That's
Right.
his problem.
He's doing that thing
He needs,
just like
he needs a
right
snack.
right before
Yeah,
earlier
he's
when
hangry.
he killed
he's
the
eating
regional governor.
crawfish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But he needs a Snickers.
Well, that's it.
satisfies.
Um,
Yeah, I can't believe he killed the governor.
the governor. But yeah, then so Han Solo opens it, and we get to see the gun. And now it's extra. Like there's an extra level to it. Like like it's a nice piece of business here, because they open up the lid, and we're in on it suddenly. We're in on the next part of Han Solo's plan because we see that the gun is inside the lid, but it's not revealed to everyone. And there's an extra level because it's not just a gun, it's Han Solo's blaster. So we get to see like, oh, that familiar gun. You know, if it's just like any old gun in there, it would feel a little bit different. But like, oh, it's
No one
Han
would
Solo's
care.
blaster
Mm-hmm.
stuck in there.
Like
That
it's
we
like
know
a
what that is. We
Saturday
know
night
that means
special or something.
business.
Yeah.
And so that like I like that. I like filmmaking wise. I like that. And that, and we know. So this is tip of the hat. We were talking a little bit about Ron Howard's filmography, and we had said he can go back and forth between being kind of auteur or craftsman. You know what I mean? Like he does a lot of stuff just like, well, I'll get it done. But
Yeah.
sometimes he has flashes of like, oh, that's nice, but it's well done. And so I think I like that little element of letting us in on it, and it's Han Solo's blaster, and the way that was set up. It's good movie making. I like it.
Mm-hmm. I agree. And it's always good to see that iconic shape.
Mm-hmm.
I always loved the blaster. That was my favorite thing growing up. So I did enjoy that, how he got it from Woody Harrelson.
Wait, how he got it?
Yeah, that scene was
How
great.
he got it from Woody Harrelson? How did Han Solo get it?
Buddy was a fighter, but how he went down.
It also, I also like that it kind of evokes the very first time we see Han use his blaster in Star Wars, where he is covertly reaching down to unlatch his gun in
And we're
Star
seeing
Wars
it.
right before Greedo shoots at him.
Mhm.
So it's a nice bit of
I don't remember that part, but
it's a nice bit
oh,
of
McClunky. Yeah, I remember now.
Yeah,
McClunky.
McClunky too.
McClunky.
McClunky.
The Coaxium kind of made me think of Jurassic Park, though. Like when Nedry's trying to steal the DNA The little
Okay.
vials.
Oh,
okay.
right. Hmm.
Clever
And then
girl.
shaving cream?
Yeah,
Isn't it
you can sit in a bar.
Oh,
Salt.
that's right.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are nice
Um,
coaxium capsules.
Yeah, this is nice coaxium that you got here.
shame if something happened to it. I looked up, coaxium is supposed to be very expensive, as we know, and I looked up the most expensive substances on Earth.
On Earth. Oh,
On Earth.
not on Savarine.
They might still be on Savarine also, but these this list was just limited to Earth.
Mhm.
If anyone want to take any guesses, I'd say I wrote down the top 4, 2 of which you've heard of. The other ones are probably a bit more obscure.
I'll say coaxium cable.
Number 1 answer: gas during the Biden administration.
Oh,
Ooh.
Hi-oh!
hey. I was gonna say printer ink, but I guess that's a joke from like 10 years ago.
Printer ink. The number one most. Oh, you want to take another guess?
Is one of them food related?
None of them are food related.
Okay, then never mind.
Really? I would have thought one would be.
No, they are all chemicals of various
All right.
kinds.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, because like
or
saffron and
elements.
vanilla are both like super
Yeah.
expensive. Like when you break it down, like by the actual pound.
This is all by the gram, by the way, in case
by the
you're
gram.
looking for a.
Mm-hmm.
The number, according to this list, the number one most expensive.
Start at the bottom and work up. Don't give me.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Don't start at the top. It's gonna let us down.
All right. Well, one of them is a chemical called Solaris. Soliris. It is a drug for a very rare blood disease, and it costs $13,880 per gram.
Wow. Is that one of those things that costs $50 in Sweden? If you just go over the border,
Right?
get it there.
Yeah, that's just in America. In Europe, stuff's dirt cheap.
And now we're gonna start
It
getting
is.
like pop-up ads for like
Yeah.
cheap legal Solaris.
I love Clooney and Solaris.
So number 4 is the diamonds. Surprisingly, the best diamonds can go for $108,000 per gram.
Classic.
And plus,
Per gram.
that's forever.
Uh-huh.
It's true. Number 3 is the element californium.
Oh no,
Which-
that show was terrible.
Well, no wonder, because it cost $20 million per gram.
Wait,
Wow. What is californium?
It is one of the rare elements. I think it might be only made in a laboratory.
In
Right.
California?
In California?
Well,
I
yeah,
think it was
probably
invented in California.
like
and it
because
was
there's like
named-
berkelium, californium, like all those ones that are like I think in the
Einsteinium.
same stretch.
Yeah,
All right.
those ones.
There's Palo Altium and yeah.
Pasadenium. we don't have that.
I don't know how you say this word. Endohedral fullerenes.
Exactly that.
The
You're
bounty
right.
hunter.
Whatever it is, it goes for $160 million per gram.
Wow.
I wanna
But
know what that
We don't know
is.
what the
Endohedral, endo-hedral, Hedral, fuller,
Fullerene.
Fulle. You found it?
Yeah, endohedral fullerenes. Fullerenes that have additional atoms, ions, or clusters enclosed within their inner spheres. Ooh.
It's
So
chemical
it's like a
stuff.
smaller molecule trapped inside of a like a buckyball.
It's like a turducken of molecules.
That's
Yeah,
exactly what it is,
essentially.
yeah.
What's
It's
it
like a
used
snake
for? Why is
inside
it
a
so
snake,
expensive?
which is inside a snake.
Yeah, I don't know. That's interesting.
I'm assuming it's because these things are very expensive to manufacture. That's probably the,
Right, yeah.
including our number one answer, antimatter,
Oh.
which you can buy for a mere $62 trillion per gram.
Really? And that's just going price, huh?
Wait, but how do you weigh antimatter if once it comes in contact with a scale, it would annihilate the universe, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Well, I don't think it disintegrates the whole universe. I think it just disintegrates.
I don't want to find out.
Right. Well, they're saying antimatter, it's so that's how much it costs to make it, but there's no current way to store antimatter. So I guess if you did want to buy it, you would have to, they would say, okay, here's your antimatter, fire up the Hadron Collider, and then it would be up to you to somehow have
You
to
just
take possession.
stick
of
your
it.
hands out.
Oh, it's hot. So there you go. The most expensive elements on the planet.
That's a cool list. Thank you for doing
Check
that.
your attics. Maybe you have some antimatter there that
I'll
your
check
parents
I'll check the ante room. I might have some in there. Yeah.
Check your giant lead-lined room you have in your basement.
Mm-hmm.
For some fullerene. Then so Dryden, when he's encouraging Han to give him the coaxium, he's like, yeah, give it him. He's like, I don't know, it's pretty explosive. He's like, please, I never asked for anything twice.
Yep.
Which then, yes, that led to the first dumb joke that I thought of with that was he goes to Little Caesars and just orders a pizza.
All right. My dumb joke was that if he was in Goodfellas, his name would be Dryden one time.
Oh, there you go.
Because he just says stuff one time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go get the papers. And that's being...
He can only say each phrase one time.
Right.
Exactly.
And then he checks it off, doesn't get to use it anymore, ever again.
Right. So,
like he had coffee one morning because he asked for coffee, and then I said he's never had it again.
Yeah, he loves it, but that's
he has to change it every time. He's like, can I have
cup of Joe?
A cup of coffee? Can I
give me some mud in a cup? And tomorrow it'll be Java. But yeah.
It's disgusting creatures. Well, that's all I have for minute number 109. Not much to it.
But to do it.
Yeah. Well, now we got to...
I do think Han oversells his, are you sure you want me to open this? It's very dangerous kind of thing. Like, Chewie just carried it a half a mile over rocky shores, and now this last 2 meters is going to be the thing that makes it blow up. But obviously he's trying to sell it, so.
Yeah. I had a question for the panel here.
Yes.
Who or what would you like to see featured in their own Star Wars story? Now we saw, Rogue One, obviously it's its own, that's like the idea of like, all right, the crew that got the plans for the Death Star. And then, Solo, obviously Han Solo. And then we've had some, like the TV shows have been kind of like, I don't know if Obi-Wan Kenobi would count as that kind of a thing, but I would say let's bring it back to feature films. Who would you like to see, or what would you like to see starring in their own Star Wars story, motion picture, theatrical motion picture?
Rodney Dangerfield from Ladybugs. Oh, just in the Star Wars universe, you mean?
Right. That's what Rodney Dangerfield from Ladybugs in the Star Wars universe, a Star Wars story.
Pretty much. I mean, I have the first draft.
All right.
It would be him managing a space soccer team.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Now, would they all be robots?
They would be robots.
All right.
But no, I Adam, you go. I think I have an answer, a serious answer. Let me think about it.
Maybe Rats Tyrell's widow.
Oh.
And it's like her struggling to kind of like raise the family, and trying to bring down,
right,
pod racing.
Right. So it's like a Aaron Brockovich kind of a thing.
Yeah, totally.
Oh, yeah.
Could we get Julia Roberts to play Mrs. Tyrell? Because I'd like to see that.
It's just her and Blueface.
Right.
I'd like to see what was the name of the character in Empire? The Waldorf salad guy from Faulty Towers. That was,
the General Rankian.
Yeah, like his day to day, like maybe his backstory, maybe just like a military story of how he came up and then how he went to stayed in Faulty Towers hotel,
right.
and then he went to.
They totally should have had him eating a salad in Echo Base. Yeah. Little tip of the hat.
Oh, Denmark's not the easiest thing to live with. So,
and there'd be a bucket,
walnuts. Yeah,
and there'd be a bucket right out of camera where he was constantly
and he could spit it out into
spitting everything out.
I like that. We had I forgot why, because it was like 7 years ago, but we had a whole theory that he was drunk, Reikian, the whole time. He was an alcoholic. I don't remember why.
Yeah, because he seems like he is.
Could be.
Yeah, he seems like an angry drunk. And everything I've seen him in.
He's also in not Moonraker, Octopussy.
Yeah,
that's
right.
He plays the guy who wants the salad.
It's the most Star Warsy James Bond, I think.
More so than Moonraker.
Well, because Moonraker doesn't, Moonraker's trying to be Star Wars, but Octopussy has the most DNA. It's got like 4 or 5 people from Star Wars.
Oh, in that respect, I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Literally the DNA, not
Yeah.
So,
Alex, have we talked about this before? What's your current? Who's your Glup these days? What do you? Who would you like to see in a Star Wars story?
I was thinking more in terms of like movies I would want to see adapted into Star Wars. Like we were talking about Ladybugs. I was like, like just doing a story about like a sports team in Star Wars or something like that. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to do with like the Bad News Bears, for instance, something like that.
Oh, that's Bad News Bears.
That's Bad News Bears, baby. Sour grapes.
Chinatown.
Yeah, Mighty Ducks, something like that, right?
Yeah. Or like Boogie Nights. I want to see Boogie Nights in the Star Wars universe. But no Twi'leks.
That's that level of difficulty, no Twi'leks.
Yeah, Twi'leks would be the easy way out.
Yeah,
Boogie Night. Well, Dirk Diggler sounds like a Star Wars name.
Kind of does,
sound like a Star Wars name. And they even talk about TK421 in it too. So.
Yeah, there you go.
Give me a movie with Hondo.
Hondo.
You mean like when
Hondo on that.
Lando and Han do the fusion dance and they become...
Or that's when they start dating.
Yeah. No, wait, who's the voice? The voice of Hondo just came up? Was that...
Yeah, we just talked about last week with John Mappot.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I still, I always go back to my fallback of Boshek. Because it would be like this. It'd be like we get another kind of crime, smuggler kind of heist movie. Maybe that you can make it more like, Cannonball Run or something like that. Yeah. And at the end, he's got to lay low while the heat dies down for a little bit. And so when this crazy wizard comes along and it's just like, hey, can you take me to Alderaan? He's like, whatever, old man. Here, I got somebody who can do that for you. He's like, this guy's got no money. I'm not going to risk my neck for this. And he hands him off to Chewbacca.
Chewbacca,
who's the navigator on us? I was almost switched onto he was the co-pilot of a ship. I almost switched into Chewbacca's navigator on a spice freighter.
Well, your uncle wouldn't allow it.
Yeah. Chewbacca's my uncle?
Well, I was also going to ask you guys if you had any, she's long dead by this point. Well, she's inside the Millennium Falcon, but did you have any strong feelings on Phoebe Waller-Bridges as the anarchic robot L3?
I enjoyed it. I like how there's the trend now, like regardless of the timeline of Star Wars, that every new one has a more socially progressive, like just amazingly ad-lib robot, It's like so much more, in tune with being woke, I guess. But that's interesting. Yeah, but she was good, They got the sassy robot thing down in that whole in the whole franchise,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like they're just gonna need to have one in every
one. Sassy robot.
One sassy robot. It's you've got to have one at least. But
right,
or at least a Muppet.
Yeah. The whole romance between her and Lando was interesting. So
yeah,
I really was trying to think about the logistics of that.
Who would be the human character in Solo if we were to Muppetize him?
I think it would have to be Alden Aaron,
Lando.
Right?
Lando.
Lando. Oh, Beckett. No, I want to see I want to see Woody Harrelson just acting with a bunch of Muppets.
Yeah, I feel like
exasperated.
He would know what to do. Like he's good at that. Like, yeah.
So Kira would be Miss Piggy. Kermit would be Han Solo.
Muppets?
Well, I mean, would you create all new Muppets for it?
I don't know. I mean, I'm picturing just using the Muppet technology to create.
But the part of the fun is seeing like Fozzie play Chewbacca and Scooter play.
So Fozzie's Chewbacca, Kermit's Han Solo.
Who would be Dryden Voss?
Hi, Smiley.
Hi, Smiley.
I was going to say Sam the Eagle, but
the Swedish.
Show me. You want me to open it? Yes, I really do. Like Sam the Eagle being very like.
Is Scooter human?
Near human.
Yeah, he's near human.
So Scooter should be Dryden Voss. He's like near human.
Yeah,
I can't picture
someone
that.
scary though. I don't know.
Like Uncle Deadly or whatever his name is. Who's that kind of ghoulish?
Oh, that he
vulture
kind of looks like
one?
the Count.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. More scary. No.
Yeah. I know who you're talking about.
He looks like a dragon, kind of almost.
Yeah.
He was in the
what if it was
first
Elmo
movie?
I think it should be Sweetums.
Well, that's
should
true,
be.
That's the thing. It's got to be somebody who is, like, because Dryden Voss isn't that scary by himself. He's just very serious and kind of, so it's got to be, so it's got to be somebody who's kind of buttoned up and straight-laced, but then completely. See, you're not going to want to, if you're Disney, if you're the Muppets, because they're still not wholly owned subsidiary, they're just licensed, right? So but you're not going to want to ruin your, I was going to say, like, it would be neat to bring in somebody from, like, a Guy Smiley. That would be great. Guy Smiley would be perfect, but you're not going to want to ruin Guy Smiley by putting him in this thing and having him, you don't want Guy Smiley killing the regional governor.
Use the blue guy that Grover always serves.
Oh yeah,
and have Grover be the governor.
Well, I think I was going to say no. I think the blue guy would be the regional governor.
Why do you want to kill me with that? Don't kill me.
Yeah, that'll be good.
Grover as Dryden Voss is now. Yeah,
I really want to see it. Yes.
Well, you kind of have to change the story so people don't die in it. You know what I mean?
So.
I think all these Muppet adaptations, I'm sure they take out any of the more
They would
violent,
just throw pies and stuff.
Right. Regional governor would get upset and
they just go
storm out the door.
Yeah. It wouldn't be. They would be defeated. Right.
Yeah. Right.
What was it? Isn't that what they say in the Golden Books?
Golden Books. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pepe the Prawn as Rio.
Yeah.
He's got the arms.
They put him in everything. Yeah, he's got the arms.
He's got the arms.
Mm-hmm.
I still think of Pepe as being like a new Muppet. He's been around for like 35 years.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Same thing with Elmo. Elmo will always be like a new thing to me, not a not a
yeah. I mean, Elmo was from the 80s, right? But he still seems new.
Yeah.
Know.
Well, I guess that will wrap up minute number 109 if we're talking about Elmo.
Muppets again.
The Muppets again.
Muppets.
And I guess I should call attention. I want to call attention to our merchandise store, StarWarsMinute.com/merch. We have plenty of designs up there, some of which were taken down from our TeePublic store, so you should check it out. StarWarsMinute.com. Check it out. And check us out tomorrow for another episode of Star Wars Minute. Bye.
Bye-bye.